in LRDI, if you're not getting any marks, go to previous year paper 17, 18, 19, slowly, boringly solve them without a timer. Your brain needs to first reach this point that मेरे से एक LRDI set हो पाएगा. I can solve one LRDI puzzle on my own in my life. Right? Then I can do one LRDI puzzle in 40 minutes. I can do one LRDI puzzle from this mock. Then a sudden leap comes which says in most mocks I can get one puzzle right. So it's a long journey, but remember this, if you reach a point where you say in most mocks I can get one puzzle right, that's 98th percentile knocking on the door straight away. So 98th percentile is phenomenal in LRDI. So it's a long grind, but hang in there. Right? Mock panic reminds you. This is good. This is good. This is hit or miss. And so I'm not. I'm able to solve, but I'm not able to make the leap into the exam context point. And so this happens to the next leg of the journey where you've done previous year questions. You know what it takes to solve. You've seen solutions. You've figured that out. But when it comes to LRDI, the time pressure and panic, the exam panic sets in. The part of your brain is saying, it's a big challenge for me. A part of my brain continuously keeps saying, you can get 0 in this. I never have that thought in quant. I'm always looking to kill quant. I'm utterly confident to the point of cocky in quant. LRDI is opposite. Right? So there is a part of me that goes, I can try this puzzle, not work. I can try another one, not work, and suddenly I'm in trouble. Right? There is the mere specter of utterly embarrassing myself rears its head. And so I'm telling you this to say, look, everybody goes through this. And so the biggest thing that happens there is an unwitting mechanism where you hedge your bets. You start a puzzle, it doesn't go your way, and then you shift out. That doesn't go your way, shift out, and then come back to the first one. Now, the moment you cross 20 minutes and you're at 0 marks, you're cooked. Then the timer starts dancing in front of your eyes. And so, take some time to select puzzles, but you have to figure out ways to have conviction to hang in there with a puzzle. I'm going to tell you sometime from now that don't hang in too long with a puzzle. Cut your losses. If it doesn't work, run. Don't spend too much time on an LRDI puzzle if it's not going your way. All sound advice. But now I'm telling you the exact opposite. You have to figure out mechanisms to say, look, this puzzle is decent. I think I can crack it. The first 5-6 minutes, I'm not cracked it. It looks challenging, but I'm there. Then back yourself and hang in for 3-4 more minutes. Get it right. The hanging on for too long is a problem. The flitting from puzzle to puzzle is a problem. Both of them have opposite solutions. Hanging on for too long, I'm going to tell you, dump. 7 minutes, dump. Go off to the next one. Don't cry after one wrong decision. Flitting, I'm telling you, don't keep flitting. Commit to one, see it through. And so, when do I choose this? When do I choose that? God only knows. You'll get with the experience, you'll get that. Right now, you're struggling with time pressure, shifting from set to set. Therefore, you've got to say, look, I'm going to double down on this thing and see it through. Right? LRDI, like we discussed, there is a mechanism in LRDI where you have to, there's a long, tough journey to go from, I don't know where I'm getting my marks, to, I can get one puzzle right. And then you get there, next step you think, how can I get myself to a place where I get one and I can flirt to get the second one right. And so, from 0 to 1, you should commit and not flit too much. From 1 to 1.5, maybe one more. Then you have to work on question selection and decision making and dumping a set and going to the next. And so, this problem, I'm switching a lot between sets, jumping from one to another, stems from lack of confidence, slight feeling of fear of failure, disaster scenario dancing in our head. Right? So, none of that is, I can tell you, don't fear failure and all that. Not easy, right? Not like a manna, like one somebody saying, it's like some person saying, look, don't be worried. That's nothing, right? It's easy to say, don't be worried. I don't want to give blanket inane advice. And it's just silly. But I think it's useful to understand that सबके साथ ही होता है. Everybody goes through this. Everybody goes through this. And so I've taken this exam, not mock, the exam maybe 15 times, and I have LRDI jitters. So take it from me that everybody goes through this. It is something for us to conquer or get better at. Nobody is going to conquer LRDI. People who conquer LRDI, I feel like slapping them. Fine, so but figure out ways of becoming slightly better, and you're going to have that faith that it will happen. The LRDI problem is a common thread across several of these. LRDI, you have to go to a point where you have to be confident of one puzzle. जो भी है one puzzle I'll crack. And that is the first landing bay, and in this long flight of stairs, and you've got to climb 100 steps to go to where you want to go. You want somewhere to just stand for 2 minutes and say, "यहाँ तक तो आ गए." Right? So that is probably after 70 steps, where you get this feeling in LRDI that any mock I take, I can solve one puzzle. That's a milestone. That's a gigantic milestone. Unfortunately, that milestone is 70% of the journey away for a lot of people. So if you happen to be in that brigade, then hang in there. I'm sure a lot of good work is happening. I'm sure the PYQ solving part comes. I'm sure the panic will reduce. I'm sure the switching will cease in some time. But hang in there. Right? Set selection. I tried sticking with the set I had chosen and ended up spending a lot of time on a difficult set. This can happen. And so this can happen. I would still recommend, based on what this comment, that have some rationale for selecting the one good set. And I think your problem is more with the first round iterative solution is going to be to stick to it, commit and see it through, rather than switch aggressively. Commit and see one puzzle through for 2, 3, 4 mocks. Then you will have confidence coursing through your veins. Then you can say, look, how can I get better at this? That's part 2.
Oh, every CAT aspirant should do this.
Usually I solve one DLR set completely and go through at least half of another set. For this one, I panicked when I couldn't get through even one set and ended up missing the easy set because I thought last set is always hard. And so I didn't even read the question set properly. If I had attempted that set, I would have gotten 4 questions right. So this usually happens. One of the reasons why we do so many mocks is to slowly reduce the likelihood of this happening. And so in DLR especially, because there's a voice that goes, look, what if question selection is wrong? What if this is not the easy set I thought it was going to be? So throughout LRDI, this section, they are testing bounce back ability. Those of you who follow sport, and so your inspiration card or your point of motivation should be the guy who's a fighter, who doesn't know when he's defeated. He's 2 sets to 0 down, he can come back. He knows he can come back, his opponent knows he can come back. Who doesn't have natural gifts as a batsman, but he'll grind. And suddenly he'll be 30 not out of 75 deliveries in a test match. And then he'll grind. And suddenly he's 50 not out of 110 deliveries. Suddenly it clicks, he scores a century, he saved the match for you. Another half an hour, he's won the match for you. And so, but the last 50 runs were the beautiful runs where he was comfortable. The first 50 were the struggle. And so, reward that. I mean, I appreciate that bouncing back, that resilience that you need to build is a challenge, and it is what they are testing. And so, in LRDI, do not expect things to be easy. Football coaches have a phrase for it, and so we have to struggle, and we have to. There will be times where you question everything. There is going to be a time in the match where it seems like it's a lost cause. We are going to go through a traumatic experience. We are going to go through staring defeat in the face, and then we come back. And the feeling despondent is part of the gig. Right? So embrace that. The idea is to embrace it without losing confidence. And so it is tough. It comes with practice. Only thing I keep saying over and over again is it is tough for everybody. It is tough for the very best. It is definitely tough for me. And so, especially in LRDI. So, don't get thrown off your game if one mock doesn't go. Definitely, you need to figure out ways of saying, look, maybe I selected the wrong set. I can still, you have to say, look, ye to gaya. I can still salvage this. Got it. This is a famous T20s. You know, if you see the best coaches in cricket, football, the best batsmen, they'll always be like, and this is almost like this is a meme, right? Sports, they got this. It's almost like you have to tell yourself all is well. Oh, Jack, that set didn't work for me. I've got this. And so having that, digging into that belief from inside is part of the thing. You cannot, you cannot say that's not being tested. That is being tested very much. And so this happens frequently. If you work on it, it will happen less and less.